Hello everybody, good morning. I thought I would do a little tarot spread with regards to 2020, so I did. And this is what I have gotten. It tells me that something is being born. There will be a great deal of destruction, and it will be a case of looking at it all, thinking, what the fuck? But something is being born, and this is the cards that I get. Can you see it? Yeah. I'm using the Marielle deck, by the way. It's my favorite deck. It's the Empress. Now, this is what's being born. Now, the Empress is the alchemical child. She is born out of the union of the High Priestess and the Magician. The Magician is the masculine principle in essence, and the High Priestess is the feminine principle in essence. And in this insane asylum, they are at war with each other, as you can see, and they are both distorted. The divine feminine is all, oh, I don't know what to do and I can't trust myself and I'm so worthless and powerless. The divine masculine principle is ruthless, authoritarian, cold, manipulative, and they basically are at war with each other. The Empress card tells me that this situation, this war, is going to reach an end, that peace will be declared energetically, and that there will be a great healing, the birth of a new paradigm, and not just in a mundane sense at all. This goes way beyond the mundane, because the alchemical child is the result of a union between, like I said, the Magician and the High Priestess. Both the Magician and the High Priestess walk between the two worlds. They have one foot in mundane reality and they have the other foot in the magical realm, you see. Like often like that. They know about the magic in their true form, in their healed state. They know how to commune with this. They are the bridge between the two worlds. So their union brings forth the Empress. And the Empress means great healing, great satisfaction, great creativity, great love, infinite creativity, infinite love. It means birthing heaven on earth. But to get there, we are facing the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is, in this spread, this matrix. It's the patriarchy, it's the Illuminati, it's the Jinn, it's darkness. Call it, no, you know, all these things I just said, actually forget that, because what I'm talking about in essence, when I see the Emperor here in this spread combined with the devil, you can see the devil, is the consciousness virus, the ultimate darkness, which manifests in our reality, in our perception, as the Illuminati, as the patriarchy, as the system, as evil aliens, evil interdimensionals. That is how it manifests. But to point fingers at all of that is kind of missing the point. Because why? And the why is the consciousness virus. And there's a long story but behind all of that. But for this is being born, but whilst this is being born, this light, this everything will have to be destroyed, people. There is no other way. So the Emperor, the structures of this world and beyond, because when I say this world, I mean the whole multiverse, not just planet Earth or the disk that is Earth, whatever. I mean all of it, everything. The whole dysfunctional, diseased shebang has to be destroyed. Judgment there. Judgment in this case, in the Marielle deck, is the phoenix. What happens to the phoenix before it rises? Right? It burns. So in 2020 we're going to see it all burn, people. We really are going to see it burn, and at times it's going to scare the shit out of us. But fear not, for we have the Fool. Now the Fool is an interesting card, and I feel like so many tarot cards it's really misunderstood. If the Fool indicates a very young person, a person who as yet does not have a past, does not have a blueprint, does not have any trauma. The Fool is full of faith and full of hope and full of... the Fool is impetuous. The Fool goes where angels fear to tread. Blind faith. Yet in this spread, the Fool denotes a leap of faith. The Fool denotes a completely new direction, going beyond normal. And that's a very deep thing, because our normal mass consciousness is experiencing limitation. It's thinking within the box. Or, oh, now I'm thinking in a slightly bigger box, and now I'm thinking in an even bigger box. But actually it's about our consciousness escaping any kind of limitation. This is something we don't know. We don't know what that will look like. We don't know what that will feel like. We have never experienced that we remember. So in this spread, the Fool comes after or during the fire of destruction. It will start to glimmer between the fires, between the destruction, between the chaotic insanity. You'll start to see glimmers of this. You see, you'll start to see glimmers of the Empress amidst the chaos and the darkness and the insanity. You'll start to feel this and this and this within yourself, because as within, so without. This is saying that the new consciousness, the rise of the new consciousness, is one of purity, almost like childlike and innocent, regardless of everything that we've been through, regardless the terrible suffering, the terrible fear, the terrible rage. Something so pure and childlike is being born that will literally reset this entire situation. The Page of Wands. Yes. Young. Seeing it. Oh, yeah, but not fully matured in it yet. Not fully understanding it yet, but it's like gaining momentum little by little. The Knight of Swords. I don't know if I can trust that. I don't know if I should. Clearing away the last of the insanity, the last of the virus, the last of the the old consciousness, you see, little by little emerging. Again, this is the process. Little by little, forward, a little backward, forward, high, slowly but surely, as the veils are being removed, we're beginning to see, we're beginning to take leaps of faith, we're beginning to see stuff we hadn't even realized is possible. However, we have the Ten of Swords. That truly is hitting rock bottom, truly rock bottom. Beyond the Ten of Swords, well, the only way is up, baby, you know what I mean. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Discs, oh my god, which is amazing. The number 10 is the end, the end. So the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands very much live with the Emperor and the Devil. They belong there, because that is that particular process, because as everything is disintegrating, as everything is being destroyed, there will be times where we will feel that way, as within, so without. Things will happen, no doubt, that will make us think that evil's got it all sorted, evil's all powerful, there's nothing we can do. This is not true. Because together with the Empress we have the Ten of Discs, which is great prosperity, material prosperity. The Ten of Discs is the material world. But the material world is not what we think it is. It is not set in stone. It is not the mundane reality that we were taught to believe it is. It's shifting all the time. The new consciousness can achieve great material fulfillment, great material prosperity in body. Our body is the Ten of Swords. Money can be the Ten of Swords. We could even live in a world where money simply doesn't exist because we don't need it, because we don't actually need money. Money is a tool of manipulation and control, and we well know it. Money in and of itself is just a thing. It's neither here nor there. But the energetic resonance of money as a tool of control and manipulation created poverty, etc. Now that's a very different story. We are birthing a new world, a new reality, a new paradigm, something that's very difficult as yet to put into words. Something that we have never, well, we have experienced it, but the memory of that experience is so vague. And our shadow tells us that, oh, that never happens. That's just a figment of your imagination. It isn't, of course, it's not. This is what we are rebirthing, but something even beyond that. Something magnificent. Something worth going through the darkness for. That is what I feel. That is what the cards tell me. It's a very good reading. It tells us that, yes, okay, we're going to have a turbulent year, but it's going to be worth it. We will begin to see, wow. So expect weird shit to happen. Stuff that defies rational. Stuff that defies logic. Expect miracles. Expect weirdness. Expect woo-woo. Alright? As within, so without, guys. Remember that. Be prepared to do the work and face whatever comes in within you as bravely as you can. We've been doing that for years, so we can do that. This year is not going to be the same as last year or this year. It's going to be very different. But I cannot tell exactly how. But I can feel it. Okay. Also, in the description box below, I will post my Facebook page. For any of you who are on Facebook, feel free to send me a friend request, just in case my channel gets deleted. I don't think it will. I'm absolutely determined not to give in to any of that fear porn. I am not a slave. I am free, and I choose to trust that this will work out. However, preemptively, you'll find my Facebook page URL in the description box below. Click on it, it will take you to my page. You're welcome to send me a friend request. And so that's about it for today. Toodaloo, people.